Today, I want to talk to you about how to manage your child's challenging behavior by using the correct response and language, and how to encourage him to behave the way you want him to behave. So he seems never does what you ask him to do. Children's behavior can be challenging. You were probably wondering now, I didn't sign up for this. Wouldn't it be nice if your child always behaved the way you wanted him to behave? Yes and no. Yes, it would avoid a great deal of struggle and stress and save you a lot of headache if your child always behaved the way you wanted him to behave. But no, you don't want that. A child who only does what he's told lacks initiative and enthusiasm, and is likely to grow into an adult, probably with no passion for life, who drifts in and out whichever direction the wind is blowing. It's normal for children to show challenging behavior as they're growing, developing, and pushing boundaries with their newly found mental and physical abilities. It's important to see things from your child's perspective. He obviously doesn't have the same level of knowledge and life experience that you've gained over the past 20, 30, or more years. He can't get your point of view. You need to have the right level of expectation that is appropriate for the age of your child. Today, let me show you how to manage challenging behavior by using one of the 5 principles. Before that, just let me quickly show you children's brainwave patterns that underpins some of the principles. From birth to the age of 2, the brainwave shows 0.5 to 4 cycles per second. It's called delta waves. This is equivalent to an adult in a deep sleep. What can you remember at this stage? Probably not very much. If you told you're 18 months old, told you before that's dangerous, do you think he's going to remember? From the age of 2 to the age of 5, the brainwave shows 4 to 7 cycles per second. This is called theta waves. It's like an adult under hypnosis. It takes all command literally. It doesn't deal with no. Instead, carries out the action immediately after the word no. You were probably wondering why he had to do the exact thing what I told him not to do. This is why. This is the most impressionable stage. Everything he sees and hears goes into that little head. This is also a super learning stage where his mind is like a sponge that absorbs all the information presented to him. This is the stage when you, as a matter of fact, program your child with your values and beliefs that he may continue to hold for the rest of his life. Although children's behavior can be challenging, it's easy to manage if you follow these 5 simple principles. They are: 1. Keep your instructions simple, clear, and positive. 2. Model the behavior you want to see in him. 3. Respond to his needs and keep him informed. 4. Tolerate mistakes. Haven't we all done it at some stage? 5. forgive wholeheartedly, and move on with love. Today I'm going to share with you principle number 1. Principle number 1. Keep your instructions simple, clear, and positive. Be clear exactly what you want him to do. If your child is not doing something that you want him to do, you need to think of an alternative for him to carry out. Rather than telling him to stop doing something, it's much easier for him to follow your instruction if you tell him what you want him to do. So just pause for 5 seconds before you open your mouth. Think what you really want him to do. Then say it with love and a firm authority. Just find that right balance. Remember, young children are not responsive to negative instructions, as we discussed earlier, due to their brainwave patterns. So choose your action words carefully. Instead of saying don't shout, say let's whisper. Instead of saying don't spill that water, say hold your cup steadily. It's going to get easy the more you practice. It's normal for children to show challenging behavior as they're growing, developing, and pushing boundaries with their newly found mental and physical abilities. You simply need to guide them following these 5 simple principles. They're simple, but might not be easy because it requires daily practice. The more you practice, the easier it gets. In the end, you become a natural. Please comment, like, and share these slides, or feel free to get in touch by clicking the link below, or email lil@younglilies.com. Thank you for listening.